the first one was such a bizarre wedding. I don't even know how I got the job, but I basically did it for $200. And at this point, I didn't really want to be a wedding photographer. But it was funny because there was so many points during the day where I realized that like even the bride walked into church, I took some pictures, and then she walked down the aisle, and as she walked down the aisle, I was like, oh shit, I should probably be at the top of the aisle, shouldn't I? There was just so many points where I was like, basically, I completely messed up, I feel. And that's the thing about weddings is that you really have to understand what's going to happen and when it's going to happen. And so then after that, I was still shooting stock photography, and then I had a friend who was shooting weddings, and she needed a second photographer. So then at the weekend, I would just go and shoot um, weddings with her. And so yeah, I would second shoot for her, and I feel like at that point, it like basically gave me the chance to see how someone shot, and then like so then it was easy to then pick up my own weddings. So then she started sending me referrals for weddings, and other people sent me referrals, and then it gradually just built from there. Um, so yeah, it was kind of like, but yeah, definitely those first weddings were like so nerve-wracking because I like hadn't got a clue what was going on. And now I feel like a wedding really kind of follows roughly the same script. So as long as you know pretty much where you should be at some points. And sometimes I like to challenge myself by not being in the right place at a certain point, if that makes sense. So I know I should be here, but I know that there's probably like a risky but fun shot here. So sometimes I'll like do that just to yeah, like add another challenge, add some more creativity to it. But yeah, yeah.
Do you ever in those moments? Do you ever have kind of like an oh shit, this didn't work the way I thought it would?
Oh, for sure. I feel like there's been I remember setting up this amazing shot once. The wedding was on the brow of this hill, and the way they were standing from behind, basically they were like silhouettes against the sky with like trees perfectly framing them. And so for the first kiss shot, I was like, if I'm like behind them, then I'll get this amazing shot. But obviously the officiant kind of stands blocking them. And so to the officiant before, I was like, hey, like I have this idea, like I want to shoot this shot. When they kiss, can you like step to one side, and then I can like get this perfect shot? And so I had a second shooter as well. This is key. Like I feel like with situations like this, if I don't have a second shooter, I won't take a bigger risk. So the second shooter was in the aisle taking this kiss shot. So anyway, so I'm lying down in this field, like all the way back from the ceremony. The kiss happens, and the officiant doesn't move. So basically, it's like this perfect composition. They're kissing, but then the officiant's head is just blocking both of them.
Oh,
And I'm just lying there being like fuck, just like so bad about it. But my second shooter was in the island and got like a very like normal but like good kiss shot. So it was fine. I still had what I needed to deliver. But it's just and I think that's the key is that the I basically have a line that I know that below it, these are all the photos that I have to deliver. And so I know that the client's expectation is this, but then my expectation for what I want to deliver is up here. So basically, it's this top section where, like, I'll take risks or I'll do things that I've not thought to do before, or like push the boundaries a little, knowing that if I miss it or if it goes wrong, then I've still got what they need. I need to like satisfy them. And so it's always
Right.
that kind of like the added risk is the fun bit, and they'll never know if like there was an amazing shot that didn't work out, as long as they've got all the shots that they actually want. Um,
totally. How like shooting so many weddings. I know like one of the biggest things that we that's always hard to tackle is when you do something for a long time and it's more or less like a similar thing that you're doing is finding new and innovative ways to tackle that problem. So how do you go about finding that extra 10, 20%? Like, do you have an inspiration that you look on like Instagram websites, or like, is it just in the moment you feel like you're like, oh, this would be kind of an interesting, unique shot?
so as far as I feel like there's so many different ways of doing this because it's something that I have struggled with. I think 5 years into me shooting weddings, I got bored, and I'm now 11 years in. And so it was at that point that I was like, okay, I have to figure out a way to like make this creative. And so I do different things. So on some weddings, I'll set a challenge before the wedding that I have to get like a quirky picture of someone's stiletto shoes or something stupid like that. Like not like a guest shoes, or that I like. So I had this period where I was trying to get as many different stories perfectly in a frame composed. So as many different people doing different things in a frame. Or then other times I'll be like, okay, I'm going to try and set myself to like use this type of light only for this part of the day. So I definitely have to set myself challenges within it so that I don't get bored. I also, when I'm editing my work, I make a list of all the things that I think I could do better or differently. And then so the next wedding, then I'll look at that list and then I'll challenge myself to like do those things differently or like try and do something. Yeah, try and create something different from a shot that if there's one shot that I always take the same, then the next wedding I won't allow myself to take that shot. Like I know that I'll have to say the kiss shot, like I usually shoot it from the aisle. The next wedding, I know that I have to shoot it in a different way. But it's definitely if I didn't do that, then I don't think I could still be doing it.